This episode of the Carlos Stargell Show is about positivity with positive apps, and it may contain some content and language which may not be suitable and too real and off the chain for some viewers. Parental discretion is advised. You didn't pay no money, so it's no need for you acting funny. And don't you dare be sour. So now it's time to relax and enjoy this episode of the Carlos Stargell Show with your host, the Bonafide G, certified true, Atlanta, Georgia born, coming to you straight out of Burlington, North Carolina, Carlos Stargell.
The last.
Because after they made him, they broke the mold. Now it's time to enjoy this episode of the Carlos Stargell Show.
No one can do it better.
You have heard so much about him, but in a few minutes you're going to hear from him.
I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening.
If you have something to say, speak up with authority and conviction. If not, sit down and shut up.
Rap to him a little bit right here.
Talk to me, say something.
They say two wrongs don't make it right, but it damn sure makes it even.
Yeah, they're all full of shit.
Hey, what's up? What's happening? How y'all be? Tell me something good, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, and many and millions of y'all all in around the world. Welcome to the Carlos Stargell Show, a channel where you can just vent, be yourself, and speak your mind so freely and expeditiously all at the same time. And there's a right way and a wrong way to say and do any and everything. And it's not what you say, it's how it's said. So please, be mindful and respectful as you like the same done unto you.
Talk to me, say something.
Y'all didn't pay no money, so it's no need for you acting funny. And don't you dare be sour. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode of the Carlos Stargell Show with me, the Bonafide G, certified true, Atlanta, Georgia born, coming to you straight out of Burlington, North Carolina, and not afraid to speak what I feel and yell out what's real. Carlos Stargell.
The last.
Cause when they made me, they broke the mold. And I hope you enjoy the Carlos Stargell Show.
No one can do it better.
I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening.
If you have something to say,
Rap to him a little bit right here.
Talk to me, say something.
they say two wrongs don't make it right, but it damn sure makes it even.
Yeah, they're all full of shit.
Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? I'm all right. I'm all right if y'all all right. Thank y'all so much for taking the time to check out, tune in, view, and watch the Carlos Stargell Show. I'm your host, Carlos Stargell.
The last.
Cause when they made me, they broke the mold. Yeah, the temperature here in Burlington, North Carolina, as we speak, is 69 degrees. It's a lot cooler than it normally has been because, you know, for the storms and the from Hurricane Debbie, whoever she is. Yeah, but it's cooled down a lot, and then it's just like typical fall weather, y'all. So I can't question God's work when it comes to the weather. I just thank the Lord all day, every day.
Talk to me, say something.
No one can do it better.
Oh yeah, birthday shout outs. Everybody whose birthday today, August 20th.
Happy birthday, y'all.
And I want to say happy birthday to my Aunt Val Jones and my granddaughter. I call her Little Fat Mama.
Happy birthday, y'all. God bless you with many, plenty more.
Yeah. And I want to give my love and shout outs to everybody whose I'm going to give love and shout outs to everybody all around the world, across the country. And everybody, my loved ones and my peeps in Atlanta, Georgia, the whole state of Georgia and the surrounding Atlanta area.
Rap to come a little.
Talk to me, say something.
Yeah, I'm all right if y'all all right. Coming to you straight out of Burlington, North Carolina. Yeah, but like I said, we right in Central North Carolina, the triad, y'all. Anyway, y'all, so much for that. I want to thank all the subscribers, including the new ones as well. Thank y'all. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. To those who like or want to subscribe, and if you find it in your heart and you feel it in the depths of your soul, please don't hesitate to hit the like and or the subscription bell.
Sure would appreciate it.
Yeah, and just to let y'all know too, one-on-one live video chats are always available, but if you don't feel comfortable enough to be on a video, you can always call. We can always go audio. They can hear you, but they can't see you.
Talk to me, say something.
And you know what though? Some people don't want to be seen, but you know, it's a lot of them want to be heard. Oh my God.
Sharon!
What's up, sister lady, man? How you feeling? Tell me what's going on up there in the city of Baltimore, Maryland.
Talk to me, say something.
Yeah, and how's Marvin, Melvin? He was a friend of mine. I had to kick his tail. I can't say what I want to say. Oh, you taking a break? Oh, I appreciate that. It's always look. It don't cost you nothing to speak, and it's always good to be thought of. You know what I'm saying?
Talk to me, say something.
And I'm glad you joined me on the chat line, on the live chat. I mean, oh yeah. I'm glad to hear that. But I'm gonna tell y'all what I wanted to say earlier. Like I was talking, like I say, when I always say, you always appreciate the ones on earth while they still here. Because once they gone, once they gone, they gone. Yeah, but that's all I'm gonna tell you, because when people leave this earth, you always hear that shoulda, coulda, woulda. But guess what? But you didn't have no intention, so shut the fuck up. I mean, I'm sorry for my language, but I'm just keeping it real though. I mean, you didn't think enough about them when they was on earth? Don't you dare boo-hoo. Don't you dare cry a river. If you do, your ass gonna drown. They're gonna drown with your sorrows.
Talk to me, say something.
And just like sister on the live chat said, be careful about those bridges you burn, because those same bridges you call yourself burning, you gonna need them to cross over troubled waters.
Talk to me, say something.
And you know what? And that's a true saying too, because like me and Sharon always talk about. We always. I mean, we don't dwell, but when we get to talking about karma, and we let it be known that not only karma's a BIBIT, but it's real. Like I said, it's real. Like gas. Like I said, with spike heels, gasoline draws with the hole in the middle. So basically, like we always say, you got to be careful about who you mistreat and how you mistreat them. And you got to be careful about what you say and how you say it too. And just to let it be known, you can't treat people real nasty and expect to be, and then think you're going to get respect. If anything, you're going to get your tail kicked. You're going to get your feelings hurt. You're going to get cursed out or worse.
Talk to me, say something.
Now, when they say treat people like you want to be treated, and that's the problem with some of these so-and-sos on this earth today, they don't know the meaning of the word. They don't know the meaning of so many words: respect, obey. Well, you know what though? Only who we need to obey to is
God.
Man can't tell me what to do because I got my own mind. I'm grown just like they are. And that's on the real. But like I said, I still respect my elders. And don't get it twisted. But I'm gonna say this too. I don't respect nobody who don't respect me.
Talk to me. Say something.
Rap to him a little bit right here.
And I tell people that don't respect nobody who don't respect you. If they want respect just like you do, they got to earn it. Yeah, and that is true. Because respect is a two-way street. You got to give a little. You got to give a little. You got to take a little. You got to give, take, and earn. That's all I'm going to say. But in a way, like I was saying, though, I was talking to my buddy yesterday, old Mona Chuck. Monique Antoine. And y'all know why I call her Mona Chuck, but I'm going to tell y'all in a way. Because her name Monique. But when you rub her the wrong way, she going to flip the script so bad, she going to remind you to check it. So that's how she got the name Mona Chuck. So you got to watch out for her. Don't scratch her the wrong way, because she will get you. And what come up will come out. And what's funny about it, the way she put it out there, the way she said, you know she got to be a mess if she had my mama and my wife falling out the chair. Y'all know she got, but like I said, she just tell it like it is, but she's brutally honest. But the way she said will have you hollering for, I know, I'm a living witness. Because I remember one time, the dog she had, I missed that joker too. And I think he had an accident on the carpet. She got so mad, I heard her say, "Come here, bitch." I laughed so hard. I was falling out the chair, sliding down the chair, holding my side, tears were running down my eyes, and damn near choked from laughing at that nut. I mean, everybody always be saying, everybody be telling people, if y'all ever needed a good laugh, they always tell them to call me. Let me tell y'all this. When I need a good laugh, I call Mona Chuck. Because I know the way she say certain stuff, I mean, she will have me, she'll make me forget about what I was so pissed off about, for real. That's how hard she'll make me laugh. She'll make my day ago. She'll make my day. She my buddy too now, since 1999. Yeah, and we always had, when we first met, we were cool. But really, we didn't get closer until later on. We were slowly getting close before I got married. But then when I was going through the situation the first time, when she showed me that she was there for me as a friend, so we started getting closer, and we became like tighter than polygrip ever since then. But when I went through another situation, thank God for her, because shoot, she said, "Don't worry about it. I got this for you." And guess what? She did like Busta Rhymes.
Woo-ha!
Put their ass in check. But anyway, again, man, so much for that. But during my 5-year hiatus, when I didn't want to be bothered, when I didn't want no relationship because of my trust issues, a lot of people were telling me, even Mona Chuck, she said, "You gonna find somebody, man." She said, you gonna get them when you least don't expect it, and you gonna say what you told me. Like you say, unless God permit. And during that time, I was like to the point where I don't want to hear this shit. And you know what? Even though I said that, but don't get it twisted now. I waited patiently, and I did what I was supposed to do. I waited on the Lord, and she told me that. Because when me and my wife, Veronica, I remember, like I told people, we were working together like 16 years ago. And to all the people we watching from Atlanta, We were working at the Moreland Avenue, Caroline Street Kroger, right? Close to Little 5 Points, close to downtown. And we were just co-workers and friends, just cool like that. I mean, cause, during that time, yeah, I was married, but at the same time,
I sure as hell wasn't happy.
and that's on the real. So, I think 2010, I had transferred just to get away. I wasn't running from the situation. I was trying to protect my peace. But when them certain so-and-sos came up to where I was in my place of business during that time, I didn't get physical, but believe me, the words that came out of my mouth will make the happiest person cry. Trust me. I said some stuff that I thought would never come out of my mouth. And so that let y'all know, if y'all hear stuff like that come out of my mouth, especially when I'm pissed or hurt, y'all best to believe somebody done scratched me the wrong way. And I'm letting it be known that I don't appreciate it, and I'm gonna let you know how I feel about it. And if you don't like it, F you and the hole you had no business crawling out of.
Talk to me, say something.
So anyway, yeah, and then after I went to that trial, after I went to those trials and tribulations, I thought I had met somebody, but just to keep it real with y'all, I fought myself on this one because I didn't give myself time to heal. I was one of them vulnerable, hurt men and was looking for love in too many damn wrong places.
Talk to me, say something.
Rap to him a little bit right here.
After my divorce and the skank who I was with, I'm just gonna keep it real. Now that I look back, I went from sugar to shit. And I'm just keeping it real. For part of my mannerisms and my language, but I'm just telling it like it is. And this what my podcast is positivity. But at the same time, I'm gonna tell it like it is. And it might be too real for your ears to handle. So either you accept it or not. It won't hurt my feelings if you didn't. But at the same time, you'll thank me later on in life.
Talk to me, say something.
Okay, now getting back to what I was saying. Yeah, I went from sugar to you know what. And like I told Monique Mona Chuck, now that I look back, I thank God all day, every day for the 5-year hiatus that I took from dating and relationships.
No one can do it better.
I thank God for that, for real, because like any man, they want sneeze and desire, yeah, but, and I ain't gonna say I was all celibate either, because I damn sure wasn't that. I'm just telling it like it is, but at the same time, I was very particular and skeptical about, you know the situation. It's not about them, it's not about pregnancies, and it's not about that so-called shit that'll scare the hell out of penicillin pills. It's about those spirits, y'all. Because you don't know what kind of spirit, whoever you call yourself, in certain laying up with or whatnot, you better think about them spirits now. For real. Because you can have a good spirit, and whoever you call yourself connect and laying up or whatever with, then they might have a spirit that might not be compatible nor agreeable, for real. So that's why I thank God for them 5-year hiatus. And then when I did say during that time, even though I was bitter, hurt, and pissed all at the same time, and didn't want to be bothered with nobody, but I did say, unless God permit, yes, I did.
No one can do it better.
Talk Talk to me. Say something.
Yes, I did say that. So when that time came, it was January 2021, 2 months before my father's passing. You know, when a certain celebrity tell me that this wasn't no coincidence, and I do believe, because I do have faith in that too, because me and my wife, when we reconnected 2 months before my father passed, we was talking picked up where we left off as former co-workers. I mean, just kicking the bobo, talking sugar, honey, iced tea, and all that good stuff. But I'm just gonna let y'all know this too, and I laugh about this shit till this day. Before we actually literally physically hooked up, a month after my father's passed, a month and a half after my father's passed, excuse me, I'm gonna say this right here. I still laugh about this. We used to talk on the phone, video or audio, and she used to say, you ain't my boyfriend. I don't want no long distance relationship. And I used to be like, okay, that's all I'll say, because one thing about me, I ain't chasing nobody. I don't do no chasing. If you don't want to be bothered, and I ain't gonna bother you. But I ain't doing no chasing now. If it's paper, that's the only thing I'm chasing. If it's paper, get it? Paper chase. I'm on that working paper chase. Y'all know what I'm talking about. MONEY, moolah, ducats. Y'all know the deal. But anyway, so before we actually had hooked up, I think it was a day or two or whenever before we hooked up, I know it was in advance. And she was telling me, I was looking for somebody to chill with. And I was like, well, all you had to do was ask. And I think that was like a breath of fresh air and a sign of relief for her for that. So, yeah, and me too. So the day we hooked up, I told her I had to make a small run. And I used to say, I'll be back. And I used to be like, I'll be, and I don't know how long I'm gonna be. So that day when I did what I had to do, it was quicker than I thought. So I let her know that I was on my way to where we were supposed to meet. Yeah, I waited on her. I mean, it took her a minute, but I waited. I was patient. Hell, I ain't had nothing else to do. And the Spirit told me there was something that if it's something that's something that's in your heart, which I stepped out on faith, and then you better get it while you can, and I did. So I waited, and I'm glad I did. And when we did hook up, you know how when some people lay down the law, like how they really feel. And you could tell that it was real, it was genuine. You could tell it didn't sound too good to be true. I mean, because me personally, before me and my wife had hooked up, for 16 years, yeah, I was skeptical, but just like anybody, just like I was, but to let y'all in on a little secret, I actually literally laid my guard down. In other words, I was comfortable. I was finding my peace. And then she asked me, would I visit North Carolina? I said, you really want me to visit? Because, yeah, and I'm just going to say this right here. Before I was visiting her there, I refused to. Before her, people offered for me to come out of town to visit, to visit them, and I refused because I didn't know them like that, and I didn't trust them like that. But for some reason, this time when I made my first visit, not only I stepped out on faith, but I trusted in God. Because believe me, if God would have thought it would have been a bad move, he would have revealed and said, like, son, don't do it. You don't need to go. It's not for you. So guess what? I knew it was. I knew it was. I knew I had faith then and trusted in God because I knew it was good. And you know, if my mama, when I video called my mom from there, and if my mom saw I was in good hands, that let you know something right there. And just to let y'all know too, I'm about to say this too, which came about this. What I'm about to talk about is how we got engaged months later. I mean, we were doing good, you know, visiting each other, talking, communicating, going, and all that good stuff. But I remember a few days before Valentine's Day, me and Veronica had that long talk. And, because before we actually did this, a month before then, I had talked to Mama DeBarge along with a friend of mine, Lakeisha Myers. And Mama DeBarge saw that I had me and Veronica was dating. And she asked me, have we thought about marriage? And I was like, I don't know about all. I kept her, I said, I don't know about all that just yet. But I will say this. If God permit, that's the only way it's going to be known, if God permitted. And she was like, that's the answer. That's the answer that she liked it. So, and how about a month? Okay, now I'm about to get to the good part. Okay, on Valentine, we got engaged. And Mama DeBarge, she called and let me know how happy she was. And she was like, I knew you were going to do it. I said, how you know? She was like, she felt the spirit of, well, thank the Lord. And then a sister, my player who I know, she thought I was jiving. So when she called and we confirmed it, I ain't never heard nobody get that excited when somebody get engaged or get married. This lady literally caught the Holy Ghost, which was nothing wrong with it. And I thought that was pretty good. Yeah. And then after that, we had a good journey too. And then October 2022, that was the day, that was the month. And October the 21st, that was the day I retired from Kroger. 2 days after I retired, I would have left the next day, but I wanted to say my final goodbyes and do my final sugar honey iced tea before I left Georgia. So 2 days after that, I went, that's when I had the last ride. I called it the last ride because that was the last time I was going to catch that megabus. So I got on the megabus. We supposed to have got there the bus was supposed to left Atlanta at 10 o'clock that morning. But we had a 3-hour delay because they had issues with the driver up in DC. But it was all good because I know it was the last ride. But then what was funny, when I posted it on Facebook, I posted, and this song, and it was by the original GC Cameron, not Boyz II Men. And then I posted the part when it said, it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. So my mom called 2 minutes after that. You act like you ain't coming back. But I told her I'd be back to visit. I said, if it was one for you, I wouldn't come back at all. So anyhow, so everybody a lot of people was in shock that I left and retired and left and moved to North Carolina, just like a friend of mine, old neighbor recently, yesterday. It shocked her that I left, moved to another state and got married. But that was in the making. And it was like I said, and it wasn't by coincidence, it was already written. So when I moved up here to North Carolina, I had a lot of culture shocks, but by me visiting it, it was all right. It was more peaceful up here. So, and to be honest with you, even though I will come visit Atlanta, Georgia, but a lot of times I dread to visit because, see, like that was that let y'all know it was a reason why I left because it's just a whole lot of that will stress you out and make you not want to be bothered and make you just want to get the hell on. And I don't understand why people want to move to Atlanta.
Don't.
Yeah, come on now. A lot of people moving to Atlanta, but there's a lot of people, there's a more aspiring rappers moving here. But a lot of people want to be recognized in Atlanta. Hell, I was recognized and known in Atlanta, and I was born, not like them celebrities, but hell, I was born and raised there. I'm a straight up Grady baby. But it was time I had to leave and find somewhere else to relocate. But it's all good, because when I did, look at me now.
I was married.
That's right. Yeah. But anyway, y'all, this is it right for right now. My session is up. But I want to thank everybody who took the time to view, check out, tune in, and watch the Carlos Stargell show. And I want to thank my homie, Tyrone, for joining me on the live chat. I really appreciate that. God bless you, my sister. And give my love and thanks to my wife who don't mind me doing this because it's my thing. Love you, baby. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Veronica. Yeah, I love you, baby. But anyway, and I want to thank all the subscribers. And I want to thank the new subscribers as well. And those who haven't subscribed. And if you find it in your heart and feel it in your soul, please hit that like or subscription bell.
I really would appreciate it.
And just to let y'all know again, live one-on-one video chat is always available. But if you don't want to be seen and just want to be heard, just call audio. If y'all, you can always call me always hit me up on the horn. Yeah, my phone. But I want to thank each and every. I want to thank a whole lot of y'all for taking the time to check out and watch the Carlos Stargell show with me, a bonafide G, certified true, Atlanta, Georgia born, coming to you straight out of Burlington, North Carolina, Carlos Stargell.
The last.
Because after they made me, so until next time, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, God bless you. I love you. Y'all be good. Y'all take care of yourselves and each other. And by all means,
please behave yourselves. Stop the violence. Increase the peace. Eliminate all the hate. Spread a whole lot of more love. And let's all act on one accord.
so until next time, y'all, peace, thanks. Now they like last year. Catch y'all on flip mode later when you're straight or right on.